Hello everyone, I'm here. I'm gonna read some CBR.com because I just found this interesting article of 10 questions we still haven't have after the ending of Attack on Titan. So yeah, I'm just gonna skip the introduction as well because I think the title says it all. Right, so are Eldians or Marlians truly righteous? I mean, you can actually tell from the manga or the anime that you can make your own choice about that cause what's it called? We first got the viewpoint from Eldians in the first three seasons. Then we got the Marlians viewpoint. So all that happened, and that's about it. So there's not really a need to say if there were things that should be correct or incorrect. Next one. How is the Scout Regiment able to maintain a large number of hordes? Okay, this is actually a very interesting question that I don't have an answer to. I'm not gonna read this now. But yeah, I can kind of summarize that from here. That there are many horses and that they have been restocked, apparently. What is Titan Serum made out of and how does it work? I mean, I think I got an answer to this. It's probably that all shifters can just use their spinal fluid or not their specific one, that if they're eaten, they make another time shifter. But like that thing that makes time serum, like let's say six spinal fluid can turn can turn titans and can turn eldins into titans after he screams. But that's used by his own spinal fluid, and I think that's because he's royal blooded and all. But yeah, it would probably just taken out of the Titan shifters and it just turned into pure Titans. Why are characters selected to become warriors at such a young age? The question that comes from many fans' mind is that's the case, as it's never really well explained aside from the plot convenience. And why would a preteen be a better candidate to become a Titan wielder military superweapon than someone slightly older who's already has experience? I mean, I think from this, it can be explained that from that third episode in season 4, that they were trained, and also because they are more easily influenced by older peers than just an adult who's already no longer naive. So yeah, they were probably used to so they have absolute loyalty, and also like Reiner here. And also because in that third episode they also show how they surpassed their predecessors, and we can see that their predecessors would have been like older adults like Mr. Xavier. All right, why does Marley allow Eldians to live in their own cities? Oh, like Lavarium. So I think I just got the answer right now. It's probably because they don't think they can get their hands on spinal fluid, so they turn into titans. Probably because Marley has all of it, and who will go just out there trafficking spinal fluid. I think they would notice the spinal fluid went missing. But yeah, that could happen, and also because Eldians wouldn't be able to leave the area unless they're warriors, which then they could have been the ones being brainwashed. Yeah, probably. Right, why is there almost no military activity at night? I mean, yeah, probably because they need to see. Okay, so the first that they cannot see at night because before they go to retake Shiganshina, the only thing they had as shown in this photo is that they had torches. But but they were going back to Shiganshina to retake it. They were shown that they had flashlights that were using Titan crystal, and so they can travel faster and not cause forest fires. But yeah, so yeah, I think they didn't go outside the walls at night because they didn't think that there was any humanity left at all outside, because all that thing that was happening out there, they were all, what's it called, they got their memories erased. and overall that happened. Right. How is ODM gear made and how does it really work? There are many glaring plot holes and unanswered questions involving the nature and usage of the gear. Well, I think the questions are only on the bottom, so how they're controlled, and that will be like the handles that they use, like two buttons in the for their bottom fingers, and then there's like that brake thing that would normally be on bikes, but it's used to like take the gas out. Yeah, I think you can let a lot of gas out and go faster if you just keep pressing it like Mikasa in that episode on season 1. So, what gear does it use? I think they said it on episode season 4. The Iceberg Stone. They were also gonna make a plane out of it, probably. I think so, depending since the episode. I believe it just came out like the other day. Alright, is this the final question? No. Where does the Colossal Titan vanish during season 1? Okay, if you watch season 4, then this is obviously an answer that you can give. But if you haven't, then go watch it. So let's just say that Berthold left his Titan, and then the Titans fell and vanished. I don't know about the one in Cross. He probably used all his steam and vanished, like always. But then again, for the one on Shiganshi now, it was shown how he left, and then they showed the Titan. Okay, why don't Reiner and Berthold attempt to locate Eren's basement? Probably because it was blocked by a rock. Okay, so first, they said that that a boulder crushed them, but there were many rocks falling from the sky. But then again, I think the biggest one fell on Eren's house, and also because there was a giant rock on top of the basement. And even if they went inside the basement, they didn't have the key for the first door, which Eren didn't have either. But if they even managed to kick it down like Levi, it will still look like a normal basement with all medical things inside, unless they find the keyhole for the one that needs the key. But they don't know what's inside there. And if they somehow manage to open it, it will still be a fake bottom. And I don't know if they will be smart enough to know that that's a fake bottom, because it also showed on the episode on season 3 that Levi was one of the only ones that could figure it out that there was a fake bottom, and Hanji too probably. But Eren and Mikasa were in confusion. Oh well. Oh yeah, and by destroying it, probably because they didn't know where it was. I mean, if they tried transforming underground, they could have gotten stuck too. And also, if they tried to just transform and take all the rocks apart. I mean, Eren was barely able to grab the boulder and cross. If they used the Colossal Titan there, it would have just exploded instead of opening it. The Beast Titan could have possibly. I don't know about that one. Okay, number 1. How does Eren ever awaken his Titan powers during training? It feels like nothing but plot convenience that he never shows any sign of having powers. But yeah, I think this part was probably because he didn't really get injured to the point like, oh no, I lost a finger, or he cut himself, and he had a goal in that position, like one in his mind right there, probably. But I think on the class, as Keith said on his training, that he was just better at the field than on thinking, so he probably couldn't think of a goal that too specific, probably. And also, I think because on the episode that he couldn't do the ODM gear, like he felt it and then he slammed his head and he had a bandage over it. There was a bit of smoke coming out of his head, so I don't know if that counts. I probably could. Oh well, that was all the CBR questions. I just did this because I was bored and I needed content. Also, my video that I just posted got copyright strike like February because it wasn't even for the music. It was because of the content. It was just a SpongeBob video. But yeah, that happened. It would have been a good video though. So see you guys. I'm gonna edit this now.